Hello traders, thanks for tuning in to this new video, and this is a fantastic review of the past week's trading results. Guys, we had a phenomenal week. Take a look at this number here, 1,300 plus pips. That's the amount of pips you could have made if you had taken all of my free trade signals over the past 2 weeks. Impressive, right? Well, let's change the POW right here, to a boom. We blew the markets up over the last couple of weeks. We've made some phenomenal pips, guys, and I want you to enjoy this video as we review the past week's signals. Now, the war in Ukraine, and I want to go back. I always want to reference the war because I don't like what's going on, and I'm sure most of the world doesn't either. But the war in Ukraine has certainly given traders higher volatility to make trading fun. And as I said before, volatility brings opportunity as long as you're trading alongside with me. But as I found out from your feedback, not all traders are taking full advantage of my free signals program. The most successful traders are those who strictly follow my signals without deviating from my program and not taking on extra trades from their own analysis. This is called overtrading and trading on greed to make more money, and will certainly blow your risk management. Furthermore, your results will be different to mine and a lot less if you start second guessing my signals and skip some of my trades. Finally, there are still some traders who are just watching my signals and wasting time. Waiting for what? Well, you can fill in the blank. The exception to this, of course, are the beginner traders still learning my system. And as a side note, I was just thinking the Russian soldiers invading Ukraine need to chill out and learn how to trade Forex. At least they'll be productive and learn how to earn some money when when the Russian currency, the ruble, becomes dust and becomes worthless. Okay, guys, this is me right here, your host and moderator. My name is Martin, and I'm a proud Canadian trader for sure, for sure. And you can see that right here with the red. I always want to show the red maple leaf, one of the emblems of Canada here. This is my email address, mskyj007@gmail.com. So if you want to receive my free signals, there's absolutely no cost. There's no form to fill out. There's no credit card numbers to give me or anything like that. It's absolutely free without any obligation. Send me your email address to mine right here again, and I'll have more on this later on in the video. Before we start to look at the incredible week we just had and the trade signals I issued out, and we will be going to the charts, okay? So just bear with me. I want you to take a look and pause here at my humble disclaimer, guys. You can pause the video and read some more, but my free signal service is an educational program only. I'm trying to teach you how to trade correctly and not give you any specific investment advice. And always, guys, we follow our strict risk money management principles. Okay, so let's take a look here at the last week's review. And we're talking about the March 7th to the 11th, okay, right here. And these are all the trades that happened last week. So there was one trade held over from the previous week, all the way from, you can see right here, March 3rd. It was the buy gold versus the US dollar, guys. And last week, I told you that I opened up a position. It did reach the first take profit level. But this week, it reached the second take profit level for another further 296 pips, guys, by reaching the second take profit level. And again, the gold appreciated over the US dollar by at 1.47%. So phenomenal win, guys. Win number one. And then on March the 7th, at the beginning of the week, I sent out a free signal by email, and that's how I send out my free signals. It's always done by email, so that's why you've got to give me your email address, okay? And it was to sell the British pound USD, guys. I took this trade. It became a winner. It took a long time for it to get into profit. And over the course of a week, I did issue a couple of emails about having patience on this. Don't close it, keep it open. And finally it did. It gave us a win for, you can see here, for 73 pips, guys. It did hit our first take profit. And I believe it's still got room to go down lower. So most likely it will hit our second take profit. So you can still keep it open if you want, but hitting our first take profit did give us 73 pips. And the British pound appreciated over the US dollar by 0.61%. So guys, really good there. Then on the next day, I sent out another signal: buy USD Japanese yen. This was a huge winner, guys. Again, it took a couple of days for it to get into profit, but it was a good one. You can see right here, 161 pips. It did hit our second take profit level here for total gain, the US total gain over the Japanese yen by 1.40%. Wow, really good there, guys. Then on the same day, I suggested in my email, and some of you obviously read the email correctly and took my suggestion to heart. And I said, I'm looking at buying either the Euro Audi or the Euro CAD, guys. I actually took the Euro CAD trade. Okay, this was another massive winner right here. Euro CAD for 140 pips. Price also reached the second take profit level. Now, this was a reversal trade, guys. We'll look at the chart in just a moment, and I'll show you what I mean. So it hit the second take profit, and guys, the euro appreciated over the CAD by 1.01%. So another massive move there. And then finally, the last trading day of the week, and this was the Wednesday, I issued out my final trade signal. Remember, all these signals are free, guys. You get them. There's no obligation, nothing to buy. You would win by just following my program, okay? And on that date, I sent out the signal: buy the Australian dollar versus the Japanese yen, guys. This was a winner for approximately 86 pips. It has only hit our first take profit target so far, and it has come back and retraced. Now we'll take a look at the charts in just a moment. But again, this was another good mover. The Australian appreciated over the Japanese yen by 1.03%. Okay, so let's do a recap, guys. I started doing this type of recap and giving you all the numbers and the stats from the beginning of October 2021 of last year. So basically just for about 12 weeks. You can see that right here, okay? So over the last 12 weeks, before I do that, the total pips won this past week, just this past week, I want you to understand that. Total pips won 756 pips. Wow. And the total gain for currency pairs, 5.52%. Okay. So starting from the beginning of October, we've now amassed over 3,000 pips. In fact, 3,604 pips. And guys, this is all approximate. Okay. Some of you may have made maybe even a lot less, or a little bit less, or a little bit more, even depending on when you got in on the entries and so on. But this is based on when I sent out the signal. If you would have gotten in on the trades, 3,604 pips, guys. That's pretty amazing. And to date, in the last 12 weeks, so that's approximately 300 pips in 1 week. Okay, in 1 week. So let's take a look. 21.35% the depreciation on the currency pairs. And wow, that is pretty amazing, guys. So stick with me. We're still going to keep on going. There's going to be a lot more winners. This year has just started, guys, and I believe the volatility is going to stick around with us as long as the war in Ukraine rages on. Okay, so we're now going to take a look at the charts. Okay. And with the very first trade was the gold one, the buy right here, buy gold versus the USD. Let's see what happened. Okay, so you can see here's the chart, guys, and For the very first trade last, when I first issued, I got in. Let me just do this here. Let me get my pointer. Okay, so right here, here's the signal, guys. There's a signal we got in at the end of this candle or the beginning of this candle. For gold, it opens up at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we're in the New York time zone, guys. But I'm proud to say I live in the Toronto area, Toronto, Canada, and we're in the same time zone as New York City. So we got in here, guys, and you can see this big, huge candle on that day. It did reach our first take profit of $1,956, guys, right there. I got in right here. Here's the net. To me, this is a continuation type of candle. So I got in right. I got in again for my second. I was going for my second take profit level here of 1,976. And you can see that this candle, not only did it hit the second take profit level, but it closed right up here for the massive pips that I mentioned previously. Okay, so I did not count the pips here. I did actually close my trade, and sometimes it's really difficult to keep a trade open. But if I would have kept it open, I'm telling you, this would have been probably my biggest win in the last year or so, but I did not. But this is the pips that you could have made. Now, my stats, I did not include this here. I just included up to here. Okay, so congrats if you took the trade. Congrats if you're following my program. Congrats if you're reading my emails carefully, because normally I do send out the right information for you to enter in a trade. And I want you to take a look at this, guys. I'm watching gold, and this is when I first sent out the email in the previous week. I'm watching gold here. That's the symbol carefully, as I expect it to go higher soon. Disclosure, I do have a small position right now. Also note that there's a CT continuation trend signal on the chart. Okay, so that was like a week ago, and that's when I got in right here. You can see that this small candle that was at the end of that candle, there was a signal continuation, because when I say continuation, we had an uptrend. Let me just do this here. So price went up. Okay, price went up. And then there's retracement. Continuation trend usually means waiting for a retracement and then a bullish candle. Again, there's the bullish candle, and right there at the end of that candle or the beginning of the next, I got in, and boom, there we go. Okay, so that is what happened. We're going to go to our next trade, and this is the first one of the week. Sell the British pound USD. Now take a look at my entry window, guys. This is where I'm going to show you right here. So here's the signal candle right there, guys. Now this is a different type of continuation trend. There's the actual signal, but we had 3 candles in a row. Everything looks like it's going to continue to the downside. So I saw this big candle and got in at the open of the next candle. You can see right here at 1.3114. These are my profit targets: 130.34. First take profit target, second take profit of 1.2979, and there's my stop loss, 1.3272. Guys, I always give you my stop loss and my take profit levels. Okay, so we'll close that down, and you can see we got in right here. The next day was a bit of a doji. The next day, candle reversed with this white bullish candle, guys, and went higher, and it almost kind of looks like a morning star reversal pattern. We weren't exactly at a support level. The next support level was down here, but anyways, price. Take a look at this candle. This white candle kind of just did not move above this pink moving average line. So, and then the next day it reversed right back down. There's a signal right there, guys, with this little arrow. And anyways, we got in. Let me use my pointer. So we got in right there at the end of that candle, or right here at the beginning of the next candle, okay? And then price went up, price went down. When price went down, guys, this is when I got really excited, and then it went down even more. And with this candle here, it actually hit our first take profit level of 1.3034. So again, guys, congrats for having the patience to stick with this trade. In my email, I did say don't close a trade. I said keep it open. Even when we saw this white candle, I said keep it open, have the patience, and guess what? By following the process, price went reversed again, went down, and I believe it's still going to go down a bit further, hopefully to hit our second take profit level of 1.2979. Okay, so that is this trade. Congrats to all of you who took it along with me, and again, let's continue this ride. Now we're talking about the next day. On March the 8th, I sent out a signal, buy the USD versus the Japanese yen. Okay, so guys, here is my trade window. When we looked at it, this was the signal right here on this candle. Okay, everything looks good down below here to confirm that the uptrend is intact and there's momentum to the upside. Take a look right here, guys. There's a little arrow there. It's a little signal. But anyways, we got in at the end of that candle, okay, or the beginning of the next candle. So this candle, the candles close at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the New York time zone, and then we get in at when the next candle is forming. Okay, here's my entry 115.65. My first take profit 116.02. Second take profit right here you can see, and my stop loss right there. Okay, so that's what I saw on the date when I sent you my signal. This is what happened, guys. This was again, you can see right here was the signal with this green line. Okay, this is what I just showed you in this window right here. And then the next day, it moved up a little bit right here above our entry. And then the next day, with this candle, it hit our first take profit level. And then on the last trading day of the previous week, it not only hit our second take profit target, but just by keeping the trade open, man, oh man, take a look at this. Like a rocket to the moon, this candle was absolutely humongous and closed right there at the high at 117.28. Okay, so keeping it open, you would have made a ton of pips, guys. Okay, so anyways, congrats to all of you who had the patience. Remember, we got in the entry on the Tuesday, and you can see we had to wait basically 3 days for it to hit our second take profit target. So again, congrats to all of you who took the trade alongside with me. Okay, now we're gonna go to the next one, and okay, this one is kind of the bonus trade here. On that same day, on March the 8th, I suggested, and by the way, this is in the email. I snipped this right from the email. Okay, so it's a screen capture. Take a look, guys. I like some reversal trades. Buy the Euro Audi and buy the Euro CAD. I may take a small position. In fact, I did. I took a position in the buy Euro CAD. Okay, some of you emailed me back and gave me the feedback. Took trades on the Euro Audi. So this is good, guys. You're paying attention, okay? And I don't know why that reversed. That's interesting. Anyways, we've looked at that information. So let's take a look right here. This is the entry for the reversal. First of all, let's take a look at the reversal and do some analysis. Okay, so price went down. You can see right here. We had a big down candle. After a big, huge bearish candle, we had a kind of a little bit of a bullish doji, but this particular candle does not have to be bullish. It also can be bearish. It doesn't really matter. But basically down quite a bit, right down here, and then all the way up, okay? And then we had a big white candle to the upside, okay? And this is called a reversal pattern. It's called the morning star pattern. And so right there, let me just take that off right there. We got in right at the end of this candle or the beginning of the next one right here. It happens at the same time, guys. This candle closes at 5 and then the new one starts at 5:01. And this was my free trade signal for this reversal, 1.4036. I'm sorry, this was my signal to myself, but I did tell you you could enter either the Euro Audi or the Euro CAD, guys. And we'll look at the Euro Audi in just a moment. I've got that chart set up as well for you. But from here, you can see we had a big, huge bullish white candle right there. It did hit our right there, our first take profit, 141.12, and it did hit our second take profit target, 1.4178. At this point in time, when price gets close to this big, huge moving average line, it's called the DTL, guys. Okay, when price is really close to that, I would normally sell it, and I wasn't all that overly confident in the euro. Whether the euro could keep its strength going to continue going higher. I wasn't convinced of that. So I did hit our second take profit, guys. I was glad to get out with a nice, beautiful profit. Okay, so that was that. And congrats to all of you who took the Euro CAD. Some of you took the other one. Let me just get to it right now. This is the Euro Audi, guys, and you can see the same thing here. Let me just take that off. Same thing where price just reversed, price went down. Again, you can see that huge black candle right there. Then price just reversed, okay. Another doji, and then another white candle here. This bounced off the support zone here. I did, okay, so a lot of you got in somewhere here, maybe a little bit there, I don't know. But anyways, this ended up as a good profit as well. Okay, so congrats to all of you who took this trade and or the other one, the Euro CAD. So good stuff. Thanks for following my information, guys. And whenever I feel confident about something, I'm really good about something, I will issue within the email some sort of maybe information like this, okay, about taking another trade, and I call these bonus trades, okay, on top of the true signals I send out to you. So let's just take that off, everything off. Let's get on to our last trade of the week, and it was on the Wednesday. I sent out a free trade signal by the Australian Japanese yen, guys. Let's take a look. I'll open this up. Okay, so here's the signal. Do you see this right there? Here's the signal. Here's the momentum indicator. Momentum is really good. See, we had great momentum right there. You can see momentum is increasing to the upside. Okay, here this is our what's called our cycle phase indicator. Market moving up or down. It is a little bit showed the black line here, but it is well above the 50, and that's the reason why the uptrend was still intact. Okay, this black line was based on this reversal right here, these two previous black candles, but with this huge candle going up, and it is also an engulfing pattern candle. The body of this candle completely engulfs the body of the previous candle. So this is an engulfing pattern. There was another little signal there, and guys, we got in, okay, right at the end of this candle. That's the signal I saw. Let me just minimize that. Okay, so right there, guys, we got in, and at the end of that candle or the beginning of this candle, okay, right there, you can see on that same day it went up all the way. It only hit our first take profit level, 85.26, guys, okay, And on the next day, by keeping the trade open, and I did mention in the email, I follow up every day with an email telling you what to do with the signal once you enter the trade. And I did say keep the trade open, guys. Look, it went from here all the way up to here and did hit our second take profit level of 85.62. So guys, congrats for all of you who took all my winning trade signals. They were all winners for the week, and this is probably one of the biggest wins since I started giving out my free trade signals. Guys, it was just fantastic, okay? And I'm glad you stuck with me and for all of you who took all my trades, really, really, really good. Thanks for following my program. Now, we're going to continue with just one message. I always have a bit of a message, and I want you to choose one that best describes you, okay? So, I'm not going to judge you. There's no judgment. You don't have to send me any feedback or anything on this one, but here's choose one that best describes you, okay? And let's take a look here. So first, you follow my signals and take all my trades, okay? That's great, okay? You can choose that, and if you do, then fantastic. You can put a check mark behind it. Next, you follow my signals and take some of my trades. This is not as good, okay? You sometimes follow my signals and decide what to trade. Again, this is not ideal, okay? You decide if and when to follow my signals and when to trade. Okay, guys, again, not ideal, not doing good. You're not going to take full advantage of my free trade signals program. You watch my signals, but do not trade them. Okay, guys, self-explanatory. I don't know what you're doing if this applies to you. You don't follow my signals, but enjoy getting my emails. Well, first of all, thank you very much for enjoying my emails. And I know many of you have been with me for years and years and years, and that's fantastic. But guys, why aren't you following my signals? So you have to ask yourself, if you're still struggling with Forex, well, now you know why. Okay, and as always, VIP members are getting a video lesson on an innovative new phase of training. I'm going to start soon to help them get to a higher level. Okay, so we're gonna continue. We're almost finished, and guys, especially for the new people subscribing to my videos for the very first time. If you want to receive my free trade signal, send me your email address. There's no obligation. Really, it's totally free. There's nothing to sign, no form, no credit card, nothing. There's no obligation, guys. You can try my free signals for a while, but I urge you to try them for at least 1 or 2 months, okay? And if you want them, just send me your email address to right here, guys. My email is mskyj007@gmail.com. Again, send your email to mskyj007@gmail.com. In your email, tell me who you are, like give me your first name and tell me what country you're from. I'm getting new subscribers from all around the world, so I really appreciate knowing that. Okay, and finally, this is me again. Cheers from Canada. Thank you very much for watching. So don't forget to subscribe and don't forget to click on the like button, guys. If you click on the like button, it tells me that you're learning something from these videos, that you enjoy getting them, and I would really appreciate that. So again, talk to you again soon, next week, next video. Bye for now.